I'm going to be trying to make a colorful flower artwork. Sorry, did I say colorful? I meant the most colorful flower artwork I've ever attempted. This is going to be a difficult quest, but by the end of the video, you will see if I've succeeded or not. So stick around till the end to find out. This is the canvas for today, 30.5 by 30.5, I think. Deep edge canvas, because I do love those petals dripping off the edges. Before I put the canvas up, let's talk about colors. So these are the main stars for today. There's gold as well, permanent blue violet, process magenta. So this is magenta on its own. Here we've got violet with a little bit of magenta, and the same with lots of titanium white added. Here we've got one more interesting color. I forgot to tell you. Neon purple. This is pouring acrylics, and I added white to it as well. So this is quite vibrant. I wanted something very bright. Here we've got yellow ochre with white, and one more bright orange. Sorry, the container is really small, but this is a crazy vibrant color again. This crazy thing was on my shelf for probably 5 years, and I honestly don't know what color that was. I don't think I've ever used it. Consistency is good. Let's find what it could be. Definitely not this. No. Let's go here. Don't think I have any orange here. Oh, I've got something. No. Oh. No, that's just got an orange. What could it be? Let's check these. Orange yellow. Orange yellow. Maybe. Definitely not. Let me compare them. You know what? Maybe it is this one with floral. That's possible. Orange yellow? High contender. I'm a little bit concerned having the purples and the yellows and oranges together, because that might create some nasty mud. And mud means not the most colourful ever. I'll try to somehow keep them separated if possible. We of course have titanium white, and here titanium white with a touch of yellow ochre. That's it. I do like them together. However, I would like to keep them nice and vibrant if that's possible. When you are going to use a hairdryer to blow your paint over the surface, you want your paint to be quite runny. So we've got 1 part of paint, 2 parts of floral, and a lot of water. I would say rather thin consistency, very small build up. I might add some more water. So there will be hardly any build-up at all. I am applying white all around. I also have some white with yellow ochre, which I am going to add to the edges. Let me spread it first. Let's add this. I wanted the background to be off-white, a cream or beige. Now, what do I want in the middle? Something dark. So this is the darkest bit. And now I want part of the flower to be more purple and pink. 5 petals, 7 petals. This perhaps here. And then, okay, let's be brave and put this. Oh, I don't think I've ever used this color on a flower. This is quite risky. What's going to happen here? Don't know. This. What have I forgotten? I've forgotten about the lilac. Oh, the lilac looks darker than this pinky color. Did not expect that. Okay, and here maybe some gold. Shall we add the gold to everything? Just a little bit. Don't know. Just in case, let me put more of this here so the paint can glide easily. If I'm going to get a nasty brown, I'll be very unhappy. How come? There is no silicone. What happened? I just can't believe it. Don't forget you can find the extended versions of my tutorials on Patreon each week, along with printed home stencils of my pieces, so you can get started on these projects even quicker. Honestly? What? I'm not complaining, but I'm speechless. How did that happen? Why? That's very different. Very different. Okay. What I did, I removed some of the color from here because I want to add another petal, and I think it was too much paint. Some of this gold. How come no cells here? What's going on? Okay, I'm going to do one more here, the same darker purple. I don't want to see any more of this deep pink here. Yes. Yeah, happier with this. I am happier. Finally got what I wanted. Yes, a little bit of white in it. Yep, absolutely cool. The colors are so vibrant. I am going to use a little bit of white, tidy up a couple of edges. Again, it's less than a day, everything is dry. What am I going to do now? I need to figure out which sections I'm not too keen on. So basically, I don't want to see this. Crazy at the moment, but hopefully it'll make sense in a minute. I used white because at least we can see what's going on here. If I curve this one all the way like that. It's like sketching on your painting. I just want to double fold it. I had a very similar situation here. That this section already looked like a curved petal. So it does make sense, me repeating what I did here, a little bit bigger. See how quickly we're getting more of a 3D effect. Looking some more, looking and looking, and which other parts don't I like? Remember, we can change any part. Whichever part didn't go the way you wanted, we can fix it. This. I am not happy here. Not at all. Let's get rid of all that. And then this part. I need something darker, otherwise I can't see anything. So let's use this pink. I have to cover it up so we can basically see what I'm doing. Is it looking better now? I haven't decided where the top, where the bottom of the painting is yet. It's up to the owner because you can hang it anywhere at the back. You can even hang it this way. That's going to be the curve, and now let's eliminate some of this. I know this looks a little bit strange. Orange is probably the color that I use the least. I don't even remember. When did I use orange last? I'll definitely want to preserve some of those patterns because they are really cute. I think I'm totally satisfied with the petals, with the edges. It all looks good. Look at those drips. When I look at this flower, I see it this way. So top, bottom. So I am going to plan the midsection as if that was the top. And now I've got the darkest violet I found, which is blue violet. I also have a small amount of black paint, and I want to make some darker patterns inside. Let's see how dark this is. Where's the middle? Somewhere here. Is it much darker? A little bit. I'm trying to create more depth, of course. I'll probably have to add some black. I'll try to put those little stamens, I think we can say plural, and anthers. I am using white with orange. I mixed white with orange. Bigger, smaller. Let's use this orange and white, and then I may add some other colors as well. Just like that. Quite a lot. And the ones on top will be overlapping. And I'll try to make them thicker, more pronounced. Yeah, that's probably the right size. Well, adding all the colors, whichever way I want them, adding them one on top of the other. I'm thinking perhaps it'll be better if I add some lines first. Nothing too perfect. Want a bit of a mess, yes, to look more natural. There's so many of them. Be lots of lines. That's a very happy flower, wouldn't you agree? Very, very cheerful. I wanted something more red. Burgundy. This is magenta. Bordeaux red. It's probably very, very dark. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Pretty. Is it going to be even seen? Let's check. Oh, super dark. I like it here, just in between. It looks nice on purple, doesn't it? How about Bordeaux and a bit of white? Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, way better. I wonder if you like it. And now I'm thinking all it needs is a little bit of gold, because we've got gold in so many places, but nothing in the middle. That will definitely benefit from a thicker layer of gold. As you can see, I really wanted more 3D paint here. Way thicker. To finish it off, yeah, a couple of drops of pollen flying here and there. There we are. So what do you think? Is this the most colourful piece I've ever made? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to check out my Patreon for extended versions of my tutorials. Oh, of course, you can own this piece or any other of my original art if you head over to my website abcreativeofficial.com. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next week. Bye bye!